What is up, guys? Octave Gamer here. Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be starting something I've wanted to start for a very long time. We are going to be creating our own F1 team from the game mode My Team, or create a team on F1 2020. Now, of course, if you do know, I'm on PS4, so we're going to get started right away. There's my team over there and there's my team here. We're going to use this one here, this column. Now here we go, and we are greeted by the tutorials that are usually on the game. So yeah, let's create our character. I think I may have to skip. This is our character here. Yeah, this is the profile. This is the helmet. I want to change it up a little. This one looks great. So we've done the helmet and stuff. Now let's get into the team details. Now this is kind of an interesting part here. So first we're gonna have to start with the team name, and I've already found a team name. I wanted to pick Octave Gamer Motorsport. Now the thing was that I really had plans of trying to do an Aston Martin career mode, but I wanted to make a poll for you guys. Now the thing is that most people do not sign up for these polls, so I just had to decide with Aston Martin. Who knows, maybe I will go down the road for creating an Octave Gamer Motorsport team. Maybe I might rebrand it if you guys really want to. But if you do not want to, then yeah, I might just stick to Aston Martin for the next few seasons. Yeah. So next up is our sponsor here. This is going to be a tricky one because we need to choose the sponsor that gives us more money. But in the end, we're gonna have to pick a sponsor that, the sponsor will give us more money, but we have to do a great job for them. Now this Chinese sponsor, I'm not actually sure what it says there. We're gonna go with Pacifico because they give 5.2 million and we have to earn 25 constructors points in a season. Yeah, so we have to do the deed for them. Now we've got to pick the engine supplier. This one is also a tough one. Let's just see the available ones that are there. We've got Honda, Renault, Mercedes, and of course Ferrari. But Ferrari's had a difficult season, so I may not pick them. The thing is that if I pick Mercedes, the durability is amazing, but we're also gonna have to save some money to invest in the team. So once again, I'm also too much of a fan of Mercedes. I do Mercedes in almost everything, so once again, it may be a struggle. Renault, durability is alright, but the thing is that we need a durable power unit. But again, to save some money, we're just gonna pick Mercedes. Now, teammates, I want to see the types of teammates that I can have. Ralph Boschung, Tatiana Calderon, a female driver if you don't already know, Louis Delatraz, and Dorian Boccolacci. I can go with Louis Delatraz because he's very experienced. He's actually competed in the Le Mans. He competed in the 2020 Le Mans, whichever year you're watching this. So I would go for Louis Delatraz. Looking at that experience that he has, he would have earned G-Drive, the team that he was driving with in the Le Mans, a podium. But G-Drive had some issues, so yeah, at least they did finish the race, and Louis Delatraz was driving. He's Swiss, by the way, so the highest overall driver here is Dorian Boccolacci, Luca Giotto, and oh wow, we got Nick de Vries. But I have just noticed we've got Antoine Hubert. What a nice touch that is. I would go for an experienced driver, but I would go for someone else we want to honor. I've watched a few Antoine Hubert races, Monaco and France 2019 F2. I would go for Antoine just to honor him. Maybe his rating is not the highest, but as far as I know, he will succeed. but we're gonna pick Antoine anyway, just to honor the late Antoine Hubert. And yeah, I'm really happy with these. So we can go ahead and confirm our settings. No need for changing the name again. We can go ahead and confirm the settings. We press X. Now livery, this is something we're going to have to pay attention to. Now I already made a livery. If you did check my announcement video when I was going to be starting. So we are not going to use this livery, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to pick which one are we gonna pick. We're just gonna reset that to default. Yeah, just to the default livery, and then we're gonna press triangle and change the color. Now I took a picture of the livery design that I made on previous one in a different account, peaceful user I should say. Now we're gonna add some black. Obviously black is black, it doesn't care. We just need the luminance to make black, don't need the hue or the saturation. As you can see what I've done there, I've made complete black. I can put any color as long as the luminance is on black. Saturation needs to be on black. We're actually gonna make it yellow here. If you do not want to see this, I can skip it. I mean, you can skip it, but I will be done here. It's not a really long one. There is the beautiful Aston Martin livery. It doesn't look like an Aston Martin one. I did get it from a designer called Mark Antar. Looks something like that, but except some things are a bit changed. If I was able to mod it, I would have modded it, and then we would have made a perfect car. But since I'm on PS4, you can mod. Maybe down the line in the future when I get a PC, I will mod. That's if they do keep my team, because Codemasters has now been bought by EA. But regardless of that, we're gonna customize our team badge. Of course, that logo already matches. Now we're just gonna have to make it transparent here. It would look incredible as well. We do not need the background, you just need the emblem. You press triangle, and then I can get the picture once again, and then make sort of I don't know which livery design I should pick. I mean, not livery design, sorry. I don't know which color I should pick because there's green, black, and yellow. Maybe I should go with yellow. Yeah, yellow would look good. Now we're also gonna go with green, if that does make sense, or maybe black. But I think just like this, just more like a Norwich City logo or color or something like that. But I'm happy with that, no problem with it. And yeah, just living the dream of creating our own F1 team, not bad. But I do like the logo, the way it is, brilliant, just brilliant. So there we go, our logo has been made. Team colors. Yeah, now when I was making the livery for that announcement trailer, I noticed that instead of matching the things again, you can press triangle and copy the livery colors. So I'm gonna press triangle right now, and as you can see, beautiful, beautiful Aston Martin. We've got our character, we've got Antoine Hubert. May he so rest in peace. We're gonna honor him and give him the best season in history. I mean, not in history, but in his career. We're going to sign him. We're going to make his dream come true, his lifelong dream of being an F1 driver come true. Even though it's just a game, this is almost a real-life simulator with awesome graphics. That's our character just looking around. Now, this is the calendar here. I'm just gonna skip the calendar because it may take a bit too long. So now we have to meet the press, and we're going to meet Will Buxton right now.
Okay, we're live in 5, 4, 3.
Hello folks, and welcome to the HQ of Formula One's newest team. We've been invited backstage to gain an exclusive insight into what could be one of the most exciting entries in the sport for many years. Now, we've seen a number of new teams enter the sport over the last decade, amongst their number Manor, Caterham, HRT and of course Haas. And while some have proved to be successful, others have morphed into different teams and some have disappeared completely. What marks this team out though as being something different is that its owner is also its driver. Now, there's a rich history of that in Formula 1 too. Sir Jack Brabham, John Surtees, Graham Hill and Bruce McLaren all drove their own cars in the sport, but it has become increasingly rare in recent years. What's very special about this team though is that while the team itself is new to Formula 1, so too is its driver and owner.
Whatever happens this season, you've already made the history books. Tell me, do you feel up to the mammoth task of both managing and driving for a Formula 1 team?
Yeah, well, of course I am. That's why I even downloaded this game, just for the whole point of my team and just to enjoy it. So, driving, we're gonna have to get experience and get used to the car.
Every team needs two drivers, but what was it that drew you to your teammates?
I think most people will say their experience in junior classes. I will say that too. Antoine was quite experienced, but I just decided to pick him just to honor him. But I just want to make the best season for him. Even if it means finishing behind him, it doesn't really mean much. We will catch up. And yeah, just hope for the best.
No one aims to finish bottom of the table. Who's the team you're aiming to beat?
Well, there's so many expectations because there's a new team, but I think we will beat Williams, looking how slow they are.
How are you expecting the car to feel out on track?
I think the car will feel reasonable. If we just have enough aerodynamical force, we will be able to beat Williams, Alpha Tauri possibly, or Alfa Romeo, but we just need to find some speed in the car first.
The other teams now have years of experience, both on and off the track. How are you planning to catch up to them?
Well, we don't really need to watch what other teams do. We just have to come up with our own unique ideas, just like some other teams, like some other professional teams do. Just come up with your own ideas. So that's how we will catch up to them. Just have unique ideas.
Overtaking is a key part of this sport. How have you ensured that your car can take advantage of each opportunity that comes your way?
It's just about slipstreaming and then pulling out and then overtaking them. Easy.
And finally, which of your new departments are you most proud of?
Wow, Will, where were you getting these questions from? Let's see, aerodynamics. If we didn't have any good aerodynamics, we'd be flipping over just like Mercedes in 1999 at the Le Mans. Chassis, our engine would just be showing anyhow. Power unit, we wouldn't be going anywhere. Durability, our car would be just as weak as a go-kart going through the Nurture Life. So I'd say durability.
Well, that's about all we've got time for here. We will see how this fledgling team fares in its first Grand Prix.
Okay, great, thank you. That's a wrap.
Now it is time to advance to a very important day, the car reveal. It is time to reveal the new Aston Martin racing car, or I should say AMR. So maybe we could organize a few team events like just preseason driver press tour, maybe something like that. It would be great, but yeah, let's go to the car review and reveal the Aston Martin. So we are now advancing to the Australian Grand Prix for the first round of our career. Now, let's get into this. And I'm so excited for the first ever race. Yeah, 100%, 110% AI. I mean 110 AI. Let's go.
Morning, boss. Jeff here. Thanks again for bringing me on board. You've found a lot of talented people for this team. I can't wait to see what we can accomplish. Our journey to the Constructors' Championship starts here today, and the car is ready to head out whenever you are.
In the unforgiving world of Formula
So now we've skipped that garage tutorial. Now we can go into the session info and see what's happening out on track. Now we got to do our track acclimatization. That's what we always have to do whenever starting a session. So we will start that very soon. I think I'll just have to skip through it. I'm just checking some of these stuff over here. So we're gonna go through the gearbox. We could add another gearbox. I don't think we should, but just one gearbox is okay for this session. Let's go with a maximum downforce setup, and let's get into the track acclimatization, shall we? So here we are out on track for our track acclimatization. I always get confused with that word, so confusing. Now Australia, I'm a bit rusty around this track, so program has started. We have to go through these gates. We have missed the second gate already. Can we cross the second gate? Of course we can. Now we have lost time, so yeah, we're gonna enable the DRS. We got in purple there, not bad, but we're gonna have to brake on the gate. We've got an Alpha Tauri behind us. Is that an Alpha Tauri? I think it is. I'm not sure who it is, but Australia is a really physical track in terms of these fast few corners. Maybe Australia may not be the best in terms of things, so we're gonna let the Alpha Tauri go through. That's Pierre Gasly. We're going to give him some way. Possibly throughout the lap we might even overtake him again. Who knows? We're just gonna have to continue. I haven't even used my overtake button yet, but I don't really want to stress out on that. So we're going through this part. I really get this part wrong, I'm telling you guys. Our lap time has been invalidated. We're losing the rail around and we've crashed already. We have wrecked the Aston Martin for the first time this season, and what a disaster. So we are gonna have to retire from the session. Restarting would be very unrealistic, so we're gonna have to move on. So yeah, first crash of our career, and what a disastrous one it is. It's gonna cost us a lot. So yeah, Red Bull in the top 3, Aston Martin at the back. Antoine actually finished 15th, so I wouldn't complain about that. Let's move on to qualifying. So here we are out on track for qualifying. Now we've just got to put this in a good position here. I really want to give this team a strong result. Maybe Australia may not be the track for us. If it's not the track for us, then maybe we will just have to stick to a different one. Maybe we'll have to find another track where we will be prosperous. So into turn number 1, we brake into turn number 1. We lock up there. It wasn't the best corner, but at least we made it. We're nearly understeering into the barriers. That's fine. Into turn number 3. Oh, that was so slow for a corner. It's because I'm on a controller, so it's really scary just to go through these fast few corners. Only if I had a wheel, it would have been better. We need a proper wheel for this, by the way. So into these next few corners, we've got an Alfa Romeo behind us, so we're just gonna let him through there. That is Antonio Giovinazzi, is it? It must be Antonio Giovinazzi. There's even contact. Yeah, that's Giovinazzi. We're gonna go around the outside, and wow, if we could be doing that in the race, it would be fantabulous, or fabulous, whatever. We're going into this tight chicane where we crashed in practice. Now we keep it steady this time. That was good, that is great, but are we gonna put this car somewhere good? Into this next few corners, we've gone onto the curb. That was a beautiful corner, actually, I won't deny that. Now into this corner, we never went a bit wider. You lock up there into the penultimate corner. Now into the final corner of the lap. What is lap time going to be? DRS wide open, and across the line we stay last, a 1:29.7. Not fast enough, but we need to improve the pace. Now we can go out for a second lap. We've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining, so we may have to come back into the pits. And we are going out on track again. We've only got 15 seconds left until quali is over. So we have just made it in time. But now we have to get a good position here. Into turn number 1, the car just has no grip at all. We're not turning at all. But are we still going to improve on this lap time? Qualifying has come to an end. We've gone into the, oh my goodness me. We have absolutely missed turn number 3. Do we have any downforce at all? I don't think so. But wow, that's the end of our session, unfortunately, because we're not going to improve anyway. We just may continue here, but I don't think we're going to make any improvement anyway. We are 10 seconds down. We've got Russell passing by us. Well, that's embarrassing. But the race at this rate will be completely bad. And I do not look forward to this race. I do look forward. We could get some... Oh, wow. Yeah, our lap time is definitely screwed at this rate. We've damaged our front wing for good measure. We've been hit by Latifi. Let's just skip over to whatever comes. So here we are for the race now. We're just messing around with the setup. We need to get some good things in. Just adjusting the brake bias, if that will help us out in any way. So I'm gonna move it to the front. Tire temperature's alright, I guess so. But yeah, it may be time to start this race. I don't know if we're gonna benefit from this. I don't know I don't know where we'll finish. I don't know if we'll finish last or not first. But at the very least, I just expect us to go higher than 20th place. If we do not get higher than that, we're gonna have to try some other race. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this. I'm very much looking forward to this race. Just all the best. Let's get into the race. So here we are in Australia. 5 red lights in Australia, lights out, and away we go. But that was a quick getaway there. Now, how many places can we make off here? We've got Grosjean ahead of us. Let's see how many cars we can overtake into turn number 1. Antoine is just in the middle there, in between Russell and Grosjean. Now, into turn number 1, we've picked off Latifi there. We've nearly gone under steering into the barriers. We've clipped Latifi's front wing. Now, we've got Giovinazzi ahead of us. Let's try to go around the outside of Antonio Giovinazzi. Look at that, that was beautiful. We've gone around the outside of Antonio Giovinazzi. We've run wide there. Are we still going to keep the place? Yes, we are. But what a move that was. Around the outside of Antonio Giovinazzi. He's now started clipping out. And now we're going to have to catch up to the rest of the pack. It's going to be a really, really tight race. And let's just skip some laps and then get into the big deal. So we've got a broken front wing. We just clipped the barrier there. Unfortunately, we've got damage. So Giovinazzi and Latifi behind us. This is going to be a really tough race. And I cannot believe that we made such a horrible mistake. Our ERS has run out. Our overtake juice has run out, as I call it. Now, we may just have to come into the pit because I am struggling with grip. I don't even know what it would have been if we continued going. But regardless, we're gonna have to pit no matter what. Whether I like it or not, we're gonna have to pit if we want this to be a successful race. Into the pits, safe enough, and at the very least we have not sped into the pit line. So our pit crew just over there. It's time to change the front wing into the box. These are nice suits, actually. I'm really in love with them, and the helmets are great. So we're gonna have to recharge the RS, hold the clutch, accelerate, and then yeah, we're going to have to hope for a good race. We're going to have to hope for a miracle if we can make up a few places, because Latifi is so far away. He's 11 seconds, 12 seconds now. We've already locked up out of the pits. Let's not damage the front wing. We nearly understeered into the barriers there. We do not want to be doing that for the rest of the race, but let's just move on. This has not been the most successful my team race I've done for a while. Not for a while, but the first time. But yeah, let's just continue going. We've nearly understeered into the barriers again. Why are we understeering into the barriers? It's not good at all. But yeah, we're gonna have to skip some time to catch up to the rest of the pack. We're on to lap number 5 right now, and we have been lapped. Lewis Hamilton going ahead of us there. As if our race could not get any worse. Our front wing is also broken. I just did not want to show how it was. So we are being lapped by the 2 Mercedes. Bottas going ahead, and wow, trying to let go of some space. We have completely run wide, and that has completely destroyed our race. We're actually staying out here for some reason. So Sergio Perez ahead of us. We're going 3 wide on the straight there with Albon and Leclerc. An iconic duo. But yeah, we're not racing against them anyway. But let's just focus on trying to get this car to the finish. But we're not doing that in any way by wrecking the car. So we're just gonna have to pit straight away. So we've just had to continue on. I ran wide, so we've got a bit of dirt on the screen, and we've now spin-allered now. Nicholas Latifi has retired from the session, so this could actually give us a place here. And while looking at him, it looks like it's actually some sort of issue. We don't know if something has given up on the car, but he's out, and that's a real shame for him. But we could benefit from all of this. And speaking of benefiting, we're not actually benefiting at all. We are just making a bigger downfall of ourselves. A 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pits. This must be our 2nd or 3rd stop of the race. It must be 2nd or 3rd, I don't know. But our race is surely out of the window. But we continue on. Now let's get some heat into tires, as Jeff says. Now let's not crash this car. Wow, we've got a warning for track limits too. Now this time we're not understeering into the barriers. Thank God that we haven't done that. Now braking into turn number 3. We could be lapped again if I'm not speeding up. But let's just try to warm up the tires. Let's not do any spin-allers. Let's not do understeers just like that. We want to avoid oversteer, understeer, and yeah. Now let's use our overtake as Jeff says. But Antoine is in the pits according to what the game says. Now Sergio Perez is also retired. Safety car deployed. Safety car deployed. Could this benefit us a lot? And looking at Sergio, he has... Oh, it's another mechanical issue there. So the Mercedes power unit is under pressure here. And the thing is that we are using the... Oh, we've overtaken the safety car. But according to Jeff, we can overtake the safety car. So yeah, we would have gone speeding away from the safety car. I was almost thinking of crashing into it. So yeah, Sergio Perez, Mercedes power unit, Nicholas Latifi in the Williams, Mercedes power unit. So the Mercedes power unit seems to be failing for some reason. So we are using the same power unit on the back of, we're using the same new power unit in this car because of course Aston Martin is powered by Mercedes. If you didn't know that by now, now you do. Aston Martin is has got let's say they use the same engines as Mercedes. They use Mercedes engines actually. So yeah, we've technically made a right choice of doing a real life situation of putting a Mercedes engine into an Aston Martin. After all, Aston Martin uses the same engine as Mercedes. So we have the same Mercedes engine supplier. So anytime if we're not careful, that could easily blow up on us to make our race even worse. So the safety car coming in at the end of this lap, it is actually about to come in. It's just leading the pack away. So we've got no overtake. We have now bunched up with the rest of the pack. Giovinazzi is ahead of us, but he's a lap ahead. So our race is prematurely over with 6 laps to go. I decided to do a 25% race, not to make it too long. Maybe down the line I will do 50% race. Possibly 100 if I can even manage that. But regardless, straight away on the throttle. Now let's just increase the speed. Let's try and gain some time on these guys. And if we do, it would be great. But into turn number 1, let's not try to crash the car or anything. No understeering into the barriers just like that, and we've damaged the front wing once again.
Be careful with the front
Now
wing.
in this case,
Taking
I
some
don't know
minor
if I
damage.
should pit or not. May have to, because we're off the track again. So sad, I must say. Very, very sad. But we're just gonna carry on to the pit stop. So this race, which has been so disappointing for us, a damaged front wing. It's not the final lap yet,
There's 5 laps
but it
of fuel
is
remaining.
almost the final lap. We've set our fastest lap of the race at 1:32.005. That's the fastest lap of the race, but I'm sure it's so far away from the current lap time that Lewis Hamilton is setting right now. So we are locking up like badly now. Let's just try and save the car. Let's just finish the race. We've got 1 lap to go. Lewis Hamilton has already won the race. Well, that's karma for you. Lewis Hamilton wins the season opener for the first time since 2015. And he won it in Australia. Our ERS is nearly done. It is done, but thanks to the power of braking, we can save it up. I mean, we can increase the energy, but while doing that, we've gotten a 5-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. That adds up to the disappointment of this race. But yeah, we're just coasting around. Let's just continue coasting, just to save the car. We've got an 8-second time penalty to add up on all of that. Like it's even going to affect our race. We won't move up, we won't move down. We're technically in last because of Perez and Latifi's DNFs. But coming across the line, I mean, sorry, not the line, the final corner, we've gone a bit wide there. We're gonna equal our fastest lap time. No, we won't, but we've ended the race. And I can't say we've ended the race on a high, we've ended it on a low. We've only gained 2 spots, but Kevin Magnussen gets driver of the day. I won't be disappointed with that, but we've kind of ended it on a low and on a high, but mostly a low because we only gained 2 spots. Antoine moved up a lot, I'm sure. There is a 7-time world champion pointing to the sky, winning a race as he always does, and very soon 100 race victories will be close. There are the pit crew for Mercedes. Really strong result for them. There it is, Max Verstappen on the podium with Bottas, as it always is. There is Lewis. I'm actually happy that it's him who's won. There he is, trying to do a Lando, trying to break a bottle. You better not break that, Lewis. Mercedes celebrate, Bottas holding the bottle with one hand. That's absolutely demonic. I've never seen anything like that. But regardless, we move on. Yeah, so this is the podium pass. I'll be actually increasing the podium pass. Current tier, we move up into tier 2. Great, fantastic, really, really impressive. But yeah, that is the Australian Grand Prix for you guys. Yeah, I'd say a disappointing result, not the best. But in the near future, I hope to do better than that. We scroll down. Antoine started 16th, gained up to 15th. I mean, went up to 15th. That was good, considering he finished ahead of fellow Frenchman of Romain Grosjean. Grosjean, who is actually at home right now, not racing in F1 until we don't know when.
Bad luck today. That must be incredibly disappointing. It wasn't the cleanest race today, was it?
Yeah, it wasn't the cleanest, but that was just stupidity. But I will be back.
You lost to your teammate today. Was it just not your day?
Yeah, I can agree, it was not my day, but Antoine performed very well. I'm impressed, but just no comment about it.
Well, here's hoping they're working hard to find some improvements.
Well, that wasn't hard. That was a hard-fought interview with Claire. She really irritate someone at times. But yeah, just look at the acclaim. Antoine has got more acclaim than us. Well, yeah, we can bounce back, but I wouldn't say I'm giving up just yet. So there's still a long way to go in the season, still 15 races all to play for. Who knows, if we get some points, we could even go above Williams. Williams are still struggling, but really impressed with that, and I just hope for something good in the future. So guys, that's been the end of this fantastic first episode. Not fantastic, but decent first episode. It's fantastic because I've got to do a series that I really wanted to start in July. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy this video, then do remember to smash that like button. It really helps the channel out. It shows that you guys do appreciate the videos that I make. It shows the love that I get for these videos that I spend hours on. I spend a long time on these videos, but it really shows that you guys do support. And if you want to support more, then do smash that subscribe button. Click the bell for post notifications so that you never miss my team episode from now on. And that from me, Octave Gamer, as an Aston Martin driver, it's goodbye.